So I'm way too fucking lazy to redo the whole video. I am not gonna take that shit again. The only thing I forgot to say is that there's a 3389 sensor in the M4, and it's super super good. You know, no spinouts, no issues with latency or anything. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Peace. Yo, what is going on, everyone? I have a mouse review today. Holy fucking shit! It's not on another black square. But today it's going to be on the review on the Xtrfy M4 Kripparrian edition. Oh boy. And the only reason I went with this and not the Tokyo edition is because this mouse has KO 8.0s and the Tokyo edition has Omron 20Ms. And I did want to see how their implementation of KO 4.0s on this kind of mouse would do, because the only two mice I will say have good KO 8.0s is the Endgame Gear XM1R and the Xtrfy MZ1. Those are the creme de la creme for, oh fuck, you couldn't even see that, the creme de la creme for KO 8.0s in my opinion, and they're implemented actually incredibly well. I was very very surprised. Both feel very crispy on mouse 1 and 2. um in terms of scroll wheel, it's like their normal Xtrfy scroll wheel, so nothing too, you know, out there, but it is very soft, very nice. It's not tactile, so if you want like really defined steps where you can feel each and every one, you're not going to get it with this mouse. They also added their new feet that were made on the MZ1. They feel really good. On a textured pad, they feel pretty bad. It's only because of the mouse design. When it's 4 feet like this, typically textured pads feel a little worse. But on like a smooth pad, like the cold clutch pad, it feels really, really nice, and it's really smooth. So that's like a really good improvement. Cord is like the new cord that they put on the MZ1, and it's fantastic. It's really good. There's literally no reason to paracord it. It feels really, really nice, really, really light. You barely feel it when it's in a bungee, which is really good. In terms of like build quality, that's the Xtrfy thing that they've never been able to improve, is their build quality. So on day 2 of owning this mouse, on right here, there's a lot of creaking, and I don't even need to apply that much force. Even when I apply over here, there's still creaking all the way over here. Even on this side of the mouse, all the way back here, it creaks just a little bit. Top and bottom are pretty solid actually, and I've had this mouse for quite a while now. I think it's been about 2 weeks. I've just been backed up with doing other reviews. But I have had a lot of time with this mouse, and I do like it actually. I know in my other videos I have shit on ergos. I will continue to shit on certain ergos, but this ergo is actually really, really good. I have really small but wide hands, and because of like the smaller shape of this like ergo mouse, it feels really good, and the button height is exactly what I like too. Well, you can't see shit with the bright ass RGB, but low button height is something I really, really like on mice, and the fact that there is an ergo with low button height makes me very happy. So I felt really accurate. You know, it feels very, very comfortable, very easy to get used to if you play on claw grip. You know, palm, anything, any fucking ergo mouse works for palm. And obviously fingertip does not work for ergo mice typically. But the color is really pretty. The only reason, or another reason I actually bought this, was because it came with like a Kripparrian version of like a GP1, and I was gonna use it and review it, but I just decided fucking not to, because that mousepad is so ugly. But it is free when you buy this mouse, so you do get a free GP1 on top of the Kripparrian mouse, which is really interesting because it costs the same as all the other M4s, except for the M4 Black. That's the only one that's, you know, $59. Everything else is $69. Very funny, very funny. Please give me an LOL for big funny 69 joke. So for 70 bucks plus shipping, I want to say it's like 5 to 10 bucks. It's a bit cheaper on Amazon. It does depend on where you live. For me, their shipping on their website has always been $10, so I went on Amazon and just got the $5 shipping. And on Amazon, you it's already bundled with the free mousepad, which is great. Weight, super light. You know, it's supposed to be 70 grams, but because it's like a bigger mouse, it's not like, you don't really feel the 70 grams. It doesn't feel as light as a super light, but it definitely does not feel as heavy as like an XM1, which is really nice. Let's see. in terms of like side buttons, you know, they feel normal. There's nothing too amazing about them, but they're very usable, very spammable. They're very crisp also. I have not changed like anything other than the DPI. I just set it to 400. I haven't changed the RGB or anything. But it's not as bright as like the M4. Maybe because the M4 is a white mouse. So it's not gonna, you know, burn your eye sockets out, and it's not gonna like wake your fucking neighbors up if your windows are open and you have this mouse on. So it is like a really enjoyable experience, and I do have to say, out of the two Ergos, this is the second Ergo review on my channel. This is actually a really, really good shape. I'm actually a big fan of the M4 now, and I mainly bought this mouse just to shit on it. But I was quite surprised when I first put it in my hand. It definitely felt very nice. Felt really easy to get used to, way easier than I thought it would because of how aggressive it is. And I've heard a lot of people say that it does cramp their hands because it's so aggressive, but I actually really enjoyed it. So if you have similar hands, I think mine are 17 by 12. I have really wide hands, really big palms. You might actually enjoy this mouse if you claw grip or palm. I would definitely say this is more a medium mouse than a large. I want to say that Pulsar X Lite Wireless I got is definitely more on the larger side for me personally. But this is definitely a really nice in-between. So if you like Ergos, I definitely would suggest picking this up, especially since, you know, you get a free mouse pad with it. So if you're just getting into, you know, a keyboard hobby or like PC gaming coming from console or controller or something like that, you get a free mouse pad with it. The mouse pad is coated, and it comes shipped so fucking bad. I actually completely forgot about that. The shipping for the mouse pad was so horrible. It didn't come rolled up in a box. It was literally like, imagine like this, but just plastic on top and just flimsing around in the box. So Xtrfy shipping is just not, it's just not good. Like, their shipping is really weird. But, you know, it's coated. It's going to wear off eventually anyway. But so far, I do really like this mouse. I definitely would recommend it to people that are getting into it. And like I said again, the third mouse ever that I actually like their KO 8.0s. It's not as good as the XM1R or the MZ1, but it is way better than some of the other KO 8.0s that I have tried. So if you're debating between this and the Tokyo edition, if you don't care about switches, get the Tokyo edition. It's just so much nicer. But if you are coming from kill, or if you're coming from Omron 20Ms and you want to try kill switches on the same mouse, then try this one. It's pretty good. But yeah, I did get a lot of time with it, and if I didn't cover anything, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next review. Peace. Auto game.
I'm saying, like, there's no cover anyway.
I don't know about the auto machine, man. It's just not.
I need a. Oh, what the fuck? I need a type 100.
Brain dead, man.
I'm not having a hard time getting into it.
Airstrike.
Like, I know.
Fucking. Lower Battlefield. Like, Modern Warfare.
Just like a rude to throw a knife at me.